After multiplying the numerator and denominator by the rationalizing factor, the denominator takes the form a plus b into a minus b. So you have in the numerator you have root x plus root a sin x minus sin a, and denominator is root x square minus root a square, which will simply give you x minus a. Okay. Now I split this limit into two parts. Limit x tends to a, root x plus root a, into limit x tends to a, sin x minus sin a divided by x minus a. Okay. Now in the first limit, if you put x is equal to a, you're simply going to get root a plus root a. In the second limit, what you do here is you change the sum in the numerator or the difference in the numerator to a product. Okay. So sin minus sin, sin c minus sin d is 2 sin c plus d by 2 into c minus d by 2. So you have x plus a by 2 cos x minus a by 2 divided by x minus a. Okay. So here you get 2 root a, and you take this 2 out also into 2, and you are left with limit x tends to a sin x plus a by 2. Again, you split this into two parts, x plus a by 2. This is sin minus sin. This should be 2 cos sin. I'm sorry. This should be cos. Not sin plus sin is 2 sin cos. Sin minus sin is 2 cos sin. So now you can split this into limit x tends to a cos x plus a by 2 into limit x tends to a sin x minus a by 2 divided by x minus a. Okay. And now you have 4 root a into, now here if you put limit x tends to a cos x plus a by 2, if you put x is equal to a, you get cos a plus a by 2. Right, into limit. Now we are going to bring this to the form. This should be yes, this in this limit what you can do is, because you have x tends to a, now you change this limit to, let me write this as it is here, 4 root a cos a plus a by 2 into limit x tends to a sin x minus a by 2 divided by x minus a. Right. Now because if we try to bring this limit to x sin x by x, then this should be equal to 1. But the problem is we don't have limit x tends to 0 here. So therefore we want to make this to x tends to 0. So what we do is we change the variable. So let x minus a is equal to y. So that means we get x is equal to a plus y. Okay. Therefore, as x tends to a, we have y tends to 0. Therefore, now this L limit becomes 4 root A, and this cos A plus A by 2 simply becomes cos A into, now we change this variable of this limit to y. So this becomes limit y tends to 0 sine x minus A is y. So this becomes y by 2 divided by y. Okay. So this is 4 root A cos A into limit y tends to 0. Now we can bring this, because now we have y tends to 0, we can now bring this to the sin x by x form. So y by 2 I have in the sin y by 2 I have in the numerator. In the denominator I only have a y. So what I'll do is I divide the denominator by 2 and I will multiply this with 2. So this becomes 4 root A cos A into limit y tends to 0 sin y by 2 by y by 2 into half. Now this half, now you can take this half out of the limit. So you have 4 root A cos A into half, okay, into, and this limit becomes 1. So what are you left with here? This cancels. So you get 2 root A cos A simply. And that should be your answer. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, we move to the next set of problems. Now in the next set of problems, you have some standard limits which you need to memorize. Okay. You have the first limit here. If you see, this is the most important limit. Okay. This limit, while doing problems, you have to make some certain adjustments. So if you see limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus a by x to the power of x by a will always be equal to e. And this is an easy one. Limit x tends to 0, e to the power of x is equal to 1. Limit x tends to 0, e to the power of x, where a is any real number, minus 1 by x is equal to log a to the base e, or ln a. Another standard limit, e to the power of x minus 1 by x as x tends to 0 is 1. And you have log 1 plus x by x is equal to 1 as x tends to 0. Okay. Based on these standard limits, we are going to solve some problems. Okay. Look at the first one. Number 1. Limit x tends to 0, x into 2 to the power of x minus 1 by 1 minus cos x. Okay. Now see here, you have e to the power of x minus 1 here, right? And what is the standard limit for a to the power of x minus 1? This, number 3. You want to bring it to this form. You also have a trigonometric function in the denominator, 1 minus cos x. First of all, what we do here is that 1 minus cos x, we write this as 2 sine square x by 2 from some multiple angle formula, right? Now what we can do is this 1 by 2 you can take out of the limit, half, and write this as limit x tends to 0, x 2 to the power of x minus 1 by sine square x by 2. Okay. Now what you can do is this x you can take in this denominator. So limit x tends to 0. In fact, half is there. You have 2 to the power of x minus 1 by sine square x by 2 divided by x. Okay. And you have half limit x tends to 0. Now if you see in the numerator you have e to the power of x minus 1. What is missing here? This x is missing. right? So what we do is we give it this x, that is 2 to the power of x minus 1 by x. We divide the numerator by x, and similarly you will also have to divide the denominator also by x. That means you have sine square x by 2 divided by x square, right? Half limit x tends to 0. Uh, you have 2 to the power of x minus 1 by x. And here in the denominator, because I want to bring it to the form sine x by x, what is missing here in the denominator?
Sir, 2.
4.
Yes, 4. Yes, sir. 4.
So you multiply this by 4. Okay. So half. Now you can separate the limits. This 1 by 4 that you got, you can take this out. Okay. Limit. Now you split it, the limit in the numerator and the denominator into, you have limit x tends to 0, 2 to the power of x minus 1 by x. And in the denominator, you have limit x tends to 0, sine x by 2 by x by 2 square, right? So you get 1 by 8. This limit is a standard limit, right? So this becomes, if you see, this is log a. So ln a, you can write in the numerator here as ln a, natural log of a, divided by, and this limit can now enter the power and become a whole square. Okay. So this will be, in fact, I think we are multiplying this by 4. And yes, this is okay. 1 by 8 ln a is your answer. Okay, because the denominator is a square, 1 square. So 1 by 8 ln a is your answer. Okay. So we can now move on to the next problem then. Second question is, limit x tends to 1, e to the power of x minus 1 divided by root 1 minus cos x. Okay. Now first, this should be, I think, x tends to 0, not 1. Okay. Oh, fine. Just correct this. This should be x tends to 0. Okay. So this is x tends to 0. So limit x tends to 0. First of all, from multiple angle formula in the denominator, you can write this as 2 sine square x by 2. Okay. So you get limit x tends to 0, e to the power of x minus 1 divided by root 2 sine x by 2. Right? What is missing in the uh, numerator? First you take 1 by root 2 out. Limit x tends to 0. Now what is missing in the numerator? What is the standard limit here? E to the power of x minus 1 by x, right? So we give this, what
Yes,
is
sir.
missing? E to the power of x minus 1 by x. So we divide the numerator by x. And similarly, you have to divide the denominator also by x. Yes. So we have divided. And now 1 by root 2 limit x tends to 0 e to the power of x minus 1 by x whole divided by what is missing in the denominator?
Sir, 2.
2. So we give it a 2, right? So we are multiplying the denominator by half. So we need to multiply this by half, right? We are, in fact, multiplying the denominator by half. So we multiply this by half, right? So this is 1 by root 2. Now you can split the limit. Limit x tends to 0 e to the power of x minus 1 by x divided by limit x tends to 0 sine x by 2 by x by 2. And because you have a half in the denominator here, you can multiply this by 2. So what do we get here? 1 by root 2. This is a standard limit in the numerator, it becomes 1. Standard limit in the denominator becomes 1, and you have a 2 here. So you get 2 by root 2, which you can now write as root 2 into root 2 by root 2. So 1 root 2 cancels. Your answer is simply root 2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Moving on to the next question. Number 3. The given limit here is limit x tends to 5 log x minus log 5 divided by x minus 5. Okay. Now see, limit x tends to 5 is here, right? So what you can do is you change it to x tends to 0 by changing the variable. So what you do here is you say let x minus 5 is equal to y. So that means you get x is equal to y plus 5. Therefore, as x tends to 5, y tends to 0. Therefore, now if you change everything in terms of y, it will become limit y tends to 0 log y plus 5 minus log 5 divided by y, right? Now, from log m minus log n, this will become log y plus 5 by 5 divided by y, right? Now you can write the numerator of this limit as log. If inside the log, if you separate now, you're going to get 1 plus y by 5. Why did I write this as 1 plus y by 5? Because if you see the standard limit here, look at number 5, 1 plus x by x is here, right? So that is why I have written this in the form 1 plus y by 5. This is limit y tends to 0. Now you have log 1 plus y by 5. Now can you see what is missing in the denominator? 1 plus x by x. X here is y by 5, isn't it? And you have, should not be 5 here. It should simply be y, right? And what is missing in the denominator here? You see 5 is missing
5.
in the denominator. So I give it a 5. And because I'm dividing the, multiplying the denominator by 1 by 5 into multiply it by 5, right? So I can now take 1 by 5 out of this limit. Write this as limit y tends to 0 log 1 plus y by 5 divided by y by 5, right? Now this is a standard limit here. So I get 1 by 5 into, what is the value of this limit? 1 plus x by x, it is 1. So this is equal to 1 by 5 into 1, which is equal to 1 by 5. And that should be your answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let us now see the next problem. Number 4. Question here is the given limit x tends to 0, 3 to the power of x minus 1 by root 1 plus x minus 1. Okay. So you see an irrational component in the denominator, so you rationalize it. Limit x tends to 0. You multiply the numerator and denominator by the rationalizing factor, which is root 1 plus x plus 1. Okay. So you get limit x tends to 0, 3 to the power of x minus 1 to root 1 plus x plus 1. And in the denominator, you get an a plus b into a minus b form, which is equal to root a plus x whole square, which is simply 1 plus x, minus 1 square, which is simply 1. You get limit x tends to 0. See here, 1 and 1 cancelled here. So you simply get limit x tends to 0, 3 to the power of x minus 1 into root 1 plus x plus 1 whole divided by x. Okay. Now what you can do here is limit x tends to 0. You can write this as, you can take x with 3 to the power of x minus 1, right? And this you can write as root 1 plus x plus 1, right? Now you can split the
Yes.
limit into two parts. E to the power of x minus 1 by x into limit x tends to 0, root 1 plus x plus 1. Now the first one is a standard limit, right? What is the standard limit? This one, number 3, which is equal to ln a. So this is equal to ln 3. Right? And here you can put x is equal to 0, will give you a determinate form, root 1 plus 0 plus 1, right? And so therefore you get here 2 ln 3 or 2 log 3 is your answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll move to the next question. Next question is number 5. The given limit here is limit x tends to 0, e to the power of x square minus 1 divided by sine x square. Okay. Now this here, e to the power of x minus 1 by x. This is the standard limit that we are going to use. And sine x by x is equal to 1. These two are the standard limits that we are going to use. So what is missing in the numerator? An x
Sir,
square is
X
missing.
square.
Yes.
Yes.
And similarly in the denominator, an x square is missing. So we divide the numerator and denominator very conveniently by x square. Okay. And now we can split this limit in the numerator and denominator. The sine x square by x square can be written as sine x by x square, which is equal to, now in the numerator, this is a standard limit, so this becomes 1. And denominator, you can, and the limit can now enter the power. You simply get 1 by 1 square, which is equal to 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Move to the next problem, number 6. The given limit here is limit x tends to 1 sine e to the power of x minus 1 by log x. Okay. Now you have limit x tends to 1 here. Okay. So first convert this to x tends to 0. So you write x minus 1 is equal to y. So you get x is equal to 1 plus y. Therefore, as x tends to 1, you have y tends to 0. Therefore, limit here is limit y tends to 0 sine e to the power of x is 1 plus y. So we write this as 1 plus y minus 1 divided by log x is 1 plus y. Okay. So now you have to see what is missing in the numerator and what is missing in the denominator. This is okay. There's a small mistake here also. This power should be x minus 1. Okay. So therefore, when I am writing this question, if this power is x minus 1, then this power simply becomes e to the power of y. Okay. So this becomes, now what is missing in the numerator and denominator? Look at the standard limits. If you look at the standard limits, e to the power of x minus 1 by x. And in the denominator, you have log 1 plus y, isn't it? So 1 plus x by x. So what is missing in the numerator and denominator? If you see here, a y is missing, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
No, not y. Sine, yes, a y is missing. E to the power of y minus 1 by y. In fact, in the denominator only y is missing, but in the numerator e to the power of y minus 1 is missing. But let's see how to deal with this by y. So now you can split this limit. Limit y tends to 0 sine e to the power of y minus 1 by y divided by limit y tends to 0 log 1 plus y by y, isn't it? That is the standard limit. Yes, right. Now if I say, now if you see here, e to the power of y minus 1 by y is here. I should have, instead of y, I should have e to the power of y minus 1, isn't it? To make it sine x by x form. But I don't have that, right? So what I do is I say let z is equal to e to the power of y minus 1. Otherwise, yes, instead of dividing this by y, you can divide numerator and denominator by e to the power of y minus 1. Okay. You can divide the numerator and denominator by e to the power of y minus 1. Yes. Now, what is the numerator? Numerator is the standard limit. So this will become 1. And what am I left with here in the denominator? Limit y tends to 0 log 1 plus y by e to the power of y minus 1. Now we have to deal with this, only the denominator part. Okay, so what you do here is, in the denominator, what is missing here in the denominator? What are the standard limits? Log 1 plus x by x is a standard limit, isn't it? So I divide the numerator by y. And denominator, what do I do? What is the standard limit? E to the power of x minus 1 by x, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So I divide the numerator and denominator by y very safely. And then in the denominator, I can split the limit. Log 1 plus y by y divided by limit y tends to 0, e to the power of y minus 1 by y. So what does this become? 1 by log 1 plus x by x. What is the standard limit here? Log 1 plus x by x standard limit is 1. So this becomes 1, right? Divided by e to the power of x minus 1 by x. What is the standard limit? Again 1. So I have 1 here. The answer is 1. Okay. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So I'll stop here.